been a month since miHoYo decided to reveal the two new characters for the 2.4 version update, Yunjin and SHENHE. The latter one getting a character banner on the first half of this version besides Xiao's rerun. We're gonna take a look at her playstyle and why she's gonna be a strong support unit. Although Cryo seems to be the element with the most diverse characters, it is still on the same level of Pyro in terms of strength. Unlike Pyro, which has already 4 5-star DPS characters, Cryo has only Ayaka and Ganyu to this day. We are not gonna include Eula here since she's intended to be played as a physical DPS character. And the most popular teams consisting of the two aforementioned characters are to be considered freeze teams and reverse meld comps. With SHENHE being added to the game, miHoYo might want to take a different path instead to make mono cryo teams viable or offer more flexibility in team building. She has two options to perform her elemental skill. On her tap version, she dashes forward and deals cryo damage, and on her hold version, her spirit deals AoE cryo damage. The important part is her Icy Quill mechanic. You gain those stacks through your elemental skill, which have the purpose to boost your character's cryo damage based on SHENHE'S current attack. Hitting multiple targets results in consuming the Icy Quills much quicker. And for her elemental burst, she creates an ice field that deals periodically AoE cryo damage, which decreases opponents' cryo and physical resistance. So SHENHE'S selling point is to boost your team's cryo damage, maybe encouraging us to build mono cryo teams. And although she decreases enemies' physical resistance, that is most of her value she can offer besides triggering superconduct for additional physical shred. Her numbers and ability scaling have not been revealed yet. It's likely the damage boost is going to be additive. Her elemental burst is a convenient ability, but it's not her main part of her playstyle, and it rather revolves around building Icy Quill stacks. So if she's able to reach her energy recharge threshold remains yet unknown, but it doesn't seem like that she's going to work as a battery as well. Artifacts and stats wise, the first thing that comes to mind is to build as much attack on her as possible to boost your team's cryo damage even further, making her relatively cheap to build. So 2-piece gladiators Shimenawas for the 36% attack might be her best option with an attack Sands and Goblet, or even Circlet as well. In terms of weapons, her signature will be her best in slot, but for 4 stars, the Lithic Spear seems to be very promising, followed by the Deathmatch. Unfortunately, there really is no polearm for free-to-play players that is going to be insanely strong, but going for anything with high base attack should do the job as well, since it is important for attack % scaling. As amazing as she may sound, her biggest caveat is going to be that she really is only viable to whales or players that have well invested cryo DPS characters and teams. But if you don't care about meta and instead you just want to play with her, then building her as a cryo or physical DPS might be your way to go. The last thing that might be an inconvenience in her playstyle might be a situation with multiple targets, because hitting multiple enemies results in consuming the Icy Quill charges even faster, giving SHENHE quite some downtime in her stack mechanic. In my opinion, SHENHE fulfills a pretty niche role that makes investing into your cryo DPS even more worth. And I don't think that she's going to be the cryo version of Kazuha, since miHoYo has figured out how not to release new broken support units. All in all, she's going to be a nice addition to the game, but not a must-have character for those of you that are saving for their favorite waifu or husbando. Thank you for watching and see you in version 2.4.